All right. Come one, come all. I did not think this through at all. Look, I was trying to be festive, but I guess it didn't work. Don't worry, I'll be festive at the end of the video, or I could be festive right now while we're waiting for people to get in. Um, I guess I gotta do this. I could do this. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm festive. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick here, and well, this is it. Our final video of the year. I didn't think it was gonna come this quick, but yeah, we made it. We are just a few hours away from bidding farewell to 2024 and ringing in 2025. But before that, we have some unfinished business to take care of, which, by the way, thank you guys for joining me on this New Year's Eve. I know a lot of you are partying right now. Um, a lot of you on the East Coast right now, it's already 8 o'clock. Parties are underway. I promise I will not take too much to your time so I can get you guys to your parties on time. And to anybody who is watching internationally, you guys are already in 2025. I hope the year has started beautifully for you. So happy New Year. Um, we're over here on the West Coast, so we still have a long way to go, but time is winding down. So I'm really excited. Um, well, what kind of business, you ask? We've already counted down the 100 greatest songs of the year. So what is there left to count down? Well, it is time for the long awaited Nick Picks Quarter Century Countdown. That's right. All month long, you've had the power to vote for the 100 greatest songs of the first quarter of this new millennium. Well, it's not new anymore. Um, but yeah, tonight, 2024 comes to an end, marking the end of the first quarter of the millennium, the first quarter of the 21st century, um, since the year 2000 has started, in case you need to do some math in your head. A lot of you aren't going to do math tonight in your head. I'm already going to, unless you're talking about the shots that you're doing, which, hey, if you are drinking tonight, make sure be responsible. Do not hand your keys to somebody else. You right there, you right now that you're watching. I want you to give your keys to your friend over there who's DD tonight. Please, no drinking and driving tonight. We want you to start 2025 on a good note, happy, healthy, and safe. So now that we got that out of the way, all right. So now the votes have been counted. It is now time to dip into the top 100 countdown. You're going to see a lot of familiar songs in this countdown. Um, and we'll just go through it as quick as we can. All right. I am going to remove these real quick and I will put them back on later. Probably the hat as well. But let's get started. Bear with me. It's my window. There we go. Okay, so let's get started with our quarter century countdown. It is time to see your results. Let's start things off with number 100, and we're gonna announce the songs real quick, and then I'll talk about it real quick. Number 100, Snooze by SZA. Number 99, Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. Number 98, Save Me, Jelly Roll and Lainey Wilson. Number 97, Die For You, the remix from The Weeknd and Ariana Grande. And number 96, Say My Name from Destiny's Child. As I predicted, we're going to see a lot of the newer songs probably in the first half of the countdown, just because they've only had so little time in rotation. SZA, what an incredible artist she is. She kickstarted her career in 2017. with her debut album. I think it was Love Galore. I think that was the first song she did. Um, Snooze, another number one hit from this year. Big plans for her next year. She is going to be. She just put out her deluxe edition of SOS called Lana. So we'll be listening to that in 2025. She's also going on tour with The Weeknd and no, not The Weeknd. I'm sorry, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar. I see. I've already been partying already. They're going on tour next year, and SZA has a movie coming out. One of those days with Keke Palmer comes out in January. Sabrina Carpenter. She started her music career, I want to say around 2014. She started really young. I want to say it's been 10 years ago, but she was doing songs for Disney and all that. So 2024 was the year of her breakthrough album, Short and Sweet. So congrats to you, Sabrina. What a year you've had. Jelly Roll and Lady Wilson, another great artist from this year. This duo kind of grew on me a little bit. Took a minute for me to really enjoy the Save Me duet. Die for You. Every time I hear The Weeknd and Ariana Grande sing together, it's like heaven. They've done so many collabs together, and it's fire every time. Destiny's Child, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Say my name, say my name. That is Beyonce and Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams. Um, yes, Beyonce's been singing for a minute, y'all, and so is Kelly and Michelle. They're both doing their thing. They're both doing their thing this year, or not this year, but they've been having their own careers. Obviously, we've been following Beyonce's a lot more. Um, but anyway, Destiny's Child is where it all began. They began their group very young, but I believe 98 was when they had their breakthrough year, 1998. Okay, number 95, Thank You from Ditto. Number 94, Temperature, Sean Paul. Number 93, Beautiful Things, Benson Boone. Number 92, Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. And number 91, Oops, I Did It Again from Britney Spears. Okay, Ditto. You may recognize her from the Thank You song as well as the feature on Stan from Eminem. Tears don't fall. Yeah, you'll recognize the melody as soon as you listen to the song. But we haven't heard from her much. She kind of stepped away from the spotlight, sorry. So, oh, Sean Paul. I love Sean Paul for sure. He some awesome beats. We actually just saw Sean Paul do a commercial for the VMAs. They did a limited edition Frosty. It was like a pink lemonade one for Burger King. Benson Boone, an amazing artist from 2024. He kickstarted his career in 2022, I believe, with Ghost Town, and then this year he released his very first album. And Beautiful Things was the number one hit from that album. Uh, Die with a Smile, that was a surprising hit, but I'm not surprised either because these two legends, their voices are just when they intertwine with each other, it's like, oh, beautiful. Britney Spears. I don't think there's a person on this world that doesn't know who Britney Spears is at this point. But this single right here basically was the video that introduced the woman Britney Spears to the world. You know, in 1999, that's when we saw schoolgirl Britney, like innocent Britney. And then in 2000, total different Britney, the more mature version. Okay, funny we mentioned that. Number 90, What Goes Around Comes Around from Justin Timberlake. Number 89, Bye 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 from NSYNC. Number 88, Good For You, Olivia Rodrigo. Number 87, Angel, Shaggy featuring Rayvon. And number 86, Crank That Soldier Boy, Soldier Boy Tell 'Em. All right, so Justin Timberlake, another great legend. Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's been a long day, and I'm probably gonna take a nap before I start partying. Um, so he's had lots of. He kicked off. So obviously you know him from the group NSYNC. In 2002, he kicked off his solo career with Justified, and has since released so many wonderful albums. This one in particular, What Goes Around Comes Around, the single came from the, was it Future Sex Love Sounds uh, album from 2006. Not my favorite Justin hit, but it was very popular on the radio nonetheless. Um, we just mentioned NSYNC and we actually put Bye 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 on the top 100 of 2024 countdown thanks to Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, you see the guys right there, Joey Fatone, Chris Kirkpatrick, JC Chazé, and Lance Bass. Those are, in addition with Justin, those are the men of NSYNC, still performing today. In fact, I think Joey is doing some sort of tour with one of the Backstreet Boys, AJ McLean. So, yeah, you should check out their performances. And then we have Olivia Rodrigo, breakthrough artist from 2021. Um, this one wasn't my favorite Olivia hit. There were others, but this was a very popular song. Okay, Shaggy, Mr. Bombastic himself. I really do like this song. This is a good hit. It Wasn't Me was his favorite. Oh, it was my favorite song from him. Rayvon's still performing. We haven't heard much from him either. Soldier Boy, Tell 'em. Oh my God, I remember 2007 was such a great year for Soldier Boy music. Um, yeah, he's really good. I believe Soldier Boy was featured this year in Sexy Red's video for Get Sexy, Get Sexy. Yeah, the Sexy was definitely all up on that music back in the good old days. Okay, number 85, Maria Maria Santana featuring the product GMB. Number 84, We Don't Talk About Bruno, the Encanto cast. Number 83, Let Me Love You for Mario. Number 82, Promiscuous, Nelly Furtado featuring Timbaland. And number 81, We Belong Together, Mariah Carey. By the way, Timbaland was also featured on the What Goes Around Comes Around song, the album version. Okay. I'm sorry, I'll stop yawning. Um, okay, so Santana. He's been a guitar legend for years, for decades. But this came from one of his. I don't know if this would be a breakthrough album or like a comeback album, but it came out in 1999. And this single came out at the very end of that year. Well known for the song "Smooth" featuring Rob Thomas. Santana also did a song with Michelle Branch as well. Uh, we Don't Talk About Bruno, heavily popular from the Encanto movie. Mario, we don't talk about him much, but he's one of the well-known R&B male artists from the early 2000s. I've heard some good hits from him, and I think he does acting as well. Nelly Furtado, still doing music to this day. Um, I think last year these two did a single together with Justin Timberlake, if I'm correct. Um, I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but it was like a big deal. It was a real big deal. And then we have Mariah Carey. Just when you thought we were done talking about her, yes, she makes regular music. Keep that in mind. This one came from the Emancipation of Mimi album from 2005, and she has big plans for 2025. She's going to be touring, doing a 20th anniversary tour of the Emancipation of Mimi album. So you're going to hear a lot of good hits. We Belong Together, Don't Forget About Us, Shake It Off. It's like that. There are so many good hits from that album. I suggest you go check it out. So, but also take a minute to go look at Mariah Carey's music library because it spans over 3 decades. In fact, 2025 will be the 35th anniversary of her very first debut album, self-titled Mariah Carey. That includes Vision of Love, uh, what else is it? I Don't Want to Cry. I think Someday was on that album, or it might have been the next one. Uh, there are some good hits, but obviously, Vision of Love was the debut single for Mariah. So please go check it out as we go into the 35th anniversary of that album, and as well as the 20th anniversary of Emancipation of Mimi. Also, we will also celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Daydream album, and that's probably my favorite Mariah Carey album is Daydream. So okay, number 80, Toxic, Britney Spears. Number 79, Family Affair, Mary J. Blige. Number 78, Take a Bow, Rihanna. Number 77, Heat Waves, Glass Animals. As It Was, Harry Styles. All right, we've already talked about Britney already. Now this came from the In the Zone album from 2004. I love that album too because it had the one with Madonna, Me Against the Music. I really love that song. Family Affair. This is one of Mary J. Blige's biggest number one hits next to Real Love. Um, Rihanna, Take a Bow. Um, this came from the Good Girls Gone Bad album. Yes, it was. I believe so. Riri, I'm hearing talk that she might be dropping an album in 2025. So we're going to be on standby for that. Let's see, Glass Animals. They're still making music here and there. And Harry Styles, of course, he got his start from the One Direction band. Started in the early 2010s. It might have been 2010 that they formed, if not 2011. Uh, he started in the One Direction, which, by the way, before we bid farewell to 2024, let's send one more prayer to Liam Payne, who we sadly lost this year unexpectedly. Um, that was a terrible loss. And also, since the last time we saw each other, this is not music related, but former President Jimmy Carter has passed away at the age of 100. He passed away this past Sunday. So, and he lived to see his 100th birthday. So, um, farewell to Jimmy Carter and as well as Liam, and to all the celebrities that we lost this year. Better yet, not even celebrities, just people that we've lost this year in our personal lives. I know with me, I lost my grandfather this year. So just rest in peace to anyone we lost this year. Um, so yeah. Okay, number 75. We're one quarter of the way done. Crazy in Love, Beyonce featuring Jay-Z. Number 74, Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. Number 73, No One from Alicia Keys. Number 72, I'm Yours from Jason Mraz. And number 71, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Green Day. If I move around, I think I'll stay awake. So I apologize if you see me moving a lot in this video. I don't have ADHD. I'm sorry. Maybe I do. I don't know. But I'm just trying to stay awake. It's New Year's. Okay, so this was Beyonce's debut single, Crazy in Love. And Beyonce and Jay-Z were just two collaborators at the time, 2002. Um, who would have thought just a few years later they'd be married and starting a family? So, but I forgot what that album was. I think it was like Dangerously in Love or something like that. But there was some good hits from that album in particular. And now here we are entering 2025. We have by the way, the halftime show on Christmas was uh, very good, very exquisite. Had the crowd jumping and everything. So yeah, let's see what Beyonce has planned for 2025. I know we might be seeing her at the Grammys soon because she's got multiple nominations. Um, we're just patiently awaiting that third album, the final one for the Renaissance trilogy. We're debating what genre it's going to be. I think it's going to be rock or gospel. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, Silk Sonic, breakthrough artist from 2021, features Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. They disbanded the Silk Sonic group like shortly after, like a year after. It was just kind of like a side hustle, but Bruno Mars, we saw him on the, obviously we talked about Die with a Smile, but he also was featured in the song Apathy from I think it's pronounced Rosie. Um, but yeah, so he's had a pretty productive year. He's also nominated for Grammys next year, so good luck to you, Bruno. Alicia Keys, No One. Oh, I remember. See, I want to say 2007 was like an incredible year because there was just so much good music. And towards the end of '07, this was when I heard No One from Alicia Keys. And they kept playing it over and over on the radio. It's actually real good. It's really a good song. Alicia Keys is a freaking uh, goddess. Jason Mraz. Uh, I like him. He's a really good artist. He was recently on Dancing with the Stars a couple seasons ago, like last year. Just continues to write music, tour, and all that stuff. Um, and then Green Day, man, Green Day, what a journey you've had. This song Boulevard of Broken Dreams comes from the American Idiot album from 2004. Um, my God, it was so good. There's so many good hits from Green Day, and the albums that followed. This past one just got nominated for Grammys as well. Their song, "The American," was it? Is it "The American Dream Is Killing Me" or "Dilemma"? I know "Dilemma" got nominated. I think it was "Dilemma." Okay, so good luck to you, Green Day. But yeah, congrats. We celebrated the 30th anniversary of their debut album, Dookie. Um, and that's a good album too. So what a great year it's been for Green Day. All right, number 70, Dua Lipa featuring the baby, Levitating. Number 69, Flowers from Miley Cyrus. Number 68, Viva La Vida, Coldplay. Number 67, When the Party's Over, Billie Eilish. Number 66, Someone You Loved, Louis Capaldi. So, Dua Lipa, Breakthrough Artist of 2017. This song was actually number one on my top 100 of 2021 list. Um, and they performed this song, her and the baby, at the Grammys the following year. Or no, it was 2021. I'm pretty sure, because that was the one that they had to do the quarantine performances. All right. Oh, and that album, Future Nostalgia, uh, really good album. Like a lot of good hits came from that album. Miley Cyrus, the what is it? Endless Summer Vacation. I think that's what it was called. Um, Congrats to Miley for winning Grammys for the song Flowers this year. And I'm hearing talk that Miley has a new album on the way in 2025. So, oh, and Dua Lipa also released Radical Optimism, her latest album this year. Coldplay, I believe, also put out an album this year. But Viva La Vida, oh my God, that's my all-time favorite Coldplay song. I remember 2008, they were playing this song off the hook on the radio. Um, they performed at the movie awards that year, the MTV Movie Awards. Um, Coldplay just did a song, if I'm correct. They just did a song with Dick Van Dyke, who just turned 99 this past December. Um, I need to go back and look at that video, but yeah, go check it out. Coldplay and Dick Van Dyke. So, but yeah, big year for Dick Van Dyke because next December he'll be turning 100. So let's keep our fingers crossed that you make it to your 100th. So, and if you don't know who Dick Van Dyke is, he is a theater legend. He most famously known for Mary Poppins, and he got his own TV show back in the day. But mainly Mary Poppins is where everyone knows him from. I wonder, did he do the Music Man? I think he did the Music Man. So, when the party's over, Billie Eilish, from the album When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Uh, she performed this song at the 2020 Grammys. But Billie has had a very productive year. She put out the Hit Me Hard and Soft album. She's up for some Grammys next year. So good luck. Oh, and she won her second Oscar for original song for the Barbie movie, as well as she picked up a Grammy for Song of the Year for the Barbie movie. So congrats to you, Billy. What an incredible year you've had, and you might be adding some Grammys to your repertoire next year. We'll see. Louis Capaldi, he's still making hits here and there. Real cool dude. A very good voice. Okay, number 65, Stay, The Kid Laroi featuring Justin Bieber. Single Ladies, Put a Ring on It from Beyonce. My Immortal at number 63 from Evanescence. Number 62, Candy Shop, 50 Cent featuring Olivia. And number 61, Calm Down, Rima featuring Selena Gomez. Okay, Kid Laroi, he started putting out music in 2021. Has some good hits here and there. This song was at this was the same year that Levitating was at the top. So Stay was one of my top 10 for that year. His collab with Justin Bieber was pretty good. Justin Bieber's been pretty productive as well. Well, here, sorry. Let's talk about Justin for a second because he started his career back in 2010 or 2009. I'm sorry. So it's been 15 years since he entered the music industry. Put out numerous albums since then. So, and he got married, did a couple movies. He's busy boy, busy boy. We've already talked about Beyonce a little bit, but Single Ladies was that girl. Okay, the I Am Sasha Fierce era. So, and then and of course the dance. You can't sing the song without dancing, and you got to dance step by step. Got to get the choreography perfect. Evanescence. Whew. Amy Lee, what phenomenal vocals you have. This song will rip your heart out and smash it into a million pieces. This was early 2000s, and I believe we're going to see another Evanescence song in the countdown later. 50 Cent and Olivia. We haven't heard much from Olivia lately, but 50 Cent, he did music for a while, and then he basically began his life of philanthropy. He invested in like movies and stuff. He created the show Power and all the spin-off series to Power. So he's been making a name for himself. Last time I saw him perform was at one of the Super Bowl halftime shows. I want to say it was 2022. Yeah. And then we have Rima and Selena Gomez. Nice little Afrobeat song. This song kind of ushered in the Afrobeats has been around for a long time, but this was the year. This was last year, by the way, that Afrobeats really like became mainstream pop, and so that was a big deal for artists of Afrobeat genre. That was a really big deal. So it kind of paved the way for songs like Water from Tyla. That's Afrobeats. In fact, Water won Best Afrobeats at the VMAs. And Tyla also picked up a couple BET awards. So, and she also won Grammys this year. So congrats to you, Tyla. So yeah, quite an important song. Okay, we have Yeah, Yeah, number 60, Usher featuring Lil Jon and the East Side Boys and Ludacris. Number 59, The Real Slim Shady, Eminem. Number 58, Say It Right, Nelly Furtado. Number 57, Memories, Maroon 5. Number 56, Umbrella, Rihanna. Usher has had quite the career ever since the new century kicked off. I think 2001 was when he put out the album. I think that was like his second album after My Way. I think that was the name of his album. But so many good albums since then. He just put out a new one this year. He got the Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Awards. He was the halftime show performer at the Super Bowl this year. It was perfect. What a year it's been for Usher. Um, Eminem, what a career he's had. We've seen his ups, we've seen his downs. He hit the music industry in 1999. So once the new century kicked off, we saw him go full throttle, and now he's on top of the world. He's just living life to the fullest. He put out a new album this year, "The Death of Slim Shady." Um, his daughter got married this year, I believe, and sadly he lost his mom just before the holidays kicked off. So my condolences, Eminem. But you are making a name for yourself. You're killing it out there. Congratulations. All right, we talked a little bit about Nelly Furtado. This song, "Say It Right." This was the song where I heard the name Nelly Furtado. I didn't know who she was until this song, and yeah, this was played a lot back in 2007. Um, and then we have Maroon 5. Okay, so Maroon 5 entered the scene in. Oh well, fun fact: they actually started making music in the 90s, but they didn't hit mainstream until 2003. Now this song came from 2020 or 2019. Memories. Such a beautiful. Oh, they played this song at Kobe Bryant's funeral or his memorial service. It was so bittersweet, and we got a big milestone. It's going to be 5 years next month since his passing. Um, Kobe Bryant, he started off the century as uh, a freaking god on the basketball courts. He retired in 2016, and then 2020 came his untimely death. And his daughter Gianna and the rest of the crew that was on that plane that fateful day. We're still thinking of you to this day, especially as we enter the 5th anniversary of the passing. Umbrella. Oh my God. See, you're gonna hear me mention 2007 a lot in this video. This song could sum up that whole year. During the summer of 2007, I had Umbrella on repeat. That's how good the song was. YouTube, Yahoo Music. Believe it or not, there was a thing called Yahoo Music. So it it was beautiful. Like, I love that song. I still to this day. Okay. Number 55, "Where's the Love?" Black Eyed Peas. Number 54, "The Reason," Hoobastank. Number 53, "We Are Young," Fun featuring Janelle Monáe. Number 52, "Never Say Never," Justin Bieber featuring Jaden Smith. Number 51, "Smack That," Akon featuring Eminem. Okay, the Black Eyed Peas, "Will I Am," Apple the App, and Taboo. Uh, they were a 90s band. They were making music in the 90s, but I think this song right here shot them to the top of the charts in 2003 with their debut album. Well, not their debut album. I guess you could say it's their debut album with Fergie. It was called Monkey Business. Um, and by the way, Justin Timberlake features his vocals in this song. Fergie was with the band until about like 2016, 2017. Yeah, and then she went and did her solo career, but we haven't seen much of her since. She did a couple things here and there. She went and did the national anthem flop, if you know what I'm talking about. Um, so the Black Eyed Peas are back to 3, and they've still been putting out music since then. Uh, I remember they did a song for the Bad Boys for Life soundtrack. Yeah, it was Bad Boys for Life that came out in 2020. The recent one was Bad Boys Ride or Die. All right, Hoobastank, a one-hit wonder in my eyes, but it was a one hit that we will never forget. This song was just so beautiful. Fun fact, I did drunk karaoke to this song. That was perfect. Okay, Fun. This is the band with lead singer Nate Roos. Um, this was a beautiful song. It's peaceful. Has Janelle Monáe on there. She's still making hits. I think we just saw her at New Year's Rocket Eve last year, I believe. I don't remember, but and she's went on and done movies too. Lots of movies. Um, And we just talked about Justin Bieber. Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, did a couple rap songs here and there. Willow, his sister, also put out some songs. Whip My Hair, 21st Century Girl, Fireball. So, but I don't know if he's still rapping anymore. I haven't heard from him much. And then Akon, oh, what a voice from the early 2000s. Akon had a lot of good hits, including um, "I Wanna Love You" and "Nobody Wanna See Us Together, but it don't matter." Yeah, that song. I love his vocals. Oh, and "Lonely." "Lonely" was a really good song. Okay, we have reached the halfway mark, folks. Hang in there. We're 50 songs down, 50 more to go. Number 50, Lose Yourself, Eminem. Number 49, Poker Face, Lady Gaga. Number 48, When I Was Your Man, Bruno Mars. Number 47, Bring Me to Life, Evanescence. And number 46, Firework, Katy Perry. Okay, so we've talked a lot about Eminem. This song came from the 8 Mile soundtrack, his I think one and only movie, if I'm correct. Um, yeah, this song went on to win to pick up a couple awards, nominated for Oscars and Grammys. Um, and people to this day still sing this Eminem song in particular. Okay. I think we briefly mentioned Lady Gaga at the beginning, but now we can really talk about her. Bursted into the scene in 2008 with her album The Fame. She celebrated the 15th anniversary of the Fame Monster album. Poker Face was a bop for sure. People, we let's see. I was in middle school at this time, so we had the middle school dances, and Poker Face was part of the list. She has come a long way, done numerous albums. She's about to release her 7th album in February. She already has a single out called "Disease." So expect a new Gaga single to drop in the new year in January before the album is released. She's done movies as well. This year she did the Joker sequel, Folie à Deux. So and and she has won an Oscar. She's won several Grammys, but she also won an Oscar for when she did A Star Is Born. So congrats to you. And picked up another nomination for the Top Gun Maverick song, "Hold My Hand." Bruno Mars. We talked a little bit about him already. "When I Was Your Man." This was a beautiful song. Fun fact: uh, I think the inspiration for "Flowers" by Miley Cyrus was from this song because you can kind of tell it sounds similar. And I believe Bruno wrote this song for Miley when she was getting engaged, and then Miley took the song for her breakup. "Flowers" is her breakup song. So, in case you're wondering. "Bring Me to Life." Every emo kid's national anthem right here. "Bring Me to Life." You as soon as you hear this at a party, you're gonna just start belting karaoke. Um, and "Firework." Okay, so Katy Perry, we haven't talked about her much in this presentation, but she came into the scene in 2008. Uh, Numerous albums along the way, and just she's killing it. Like lots of good material. She's done a couple movies as well. She's most notably known for the Smurfs movies. So I forgot my speaker was on. There we go. My foot was on my speaker the whole time, and I was like, ugh. I hit the switch, I guess. Okay, number 45, "Radioactive," Imagine Dragons. Number 44, "Hips Don't Lie," Shakira featuring Wyclef Jean. Number 43, "What Makes You Beautiful," One Direction. Number 42, "Halo," Beyonce. Number 41, "You Belong With Me," Taylor Swift. Okay, Imagine Dragons bursted into the scene 2013, numerous albums along the way. Um, one notable moment was when Imagine Dragons performed at the Grammys with Kendrick Lamar. I believe it was for Radioactive. Okay. Shakira, we haven't talked about her. A living Latin legend, La Reina de Música Latin. Hips Don't Lie, a party favorite. One of my favorite songs from Shakira has to be She Wolf. Uh, and Wyclef Jean, former member of the Fugees band with Lauryn Hill. This collab was perfect. Perfect for your New Year's parties. Number 43, What Makes You Beautiful? One Direction. So we talked a little bit about One Direction earlier. This was the song that got them on top of the charts. I guess you could call it their debut single. Fun fact, the One Direction band was formed on the international version of The X Factor, featuring Simon Cowell. Maybe it was the US version, I don't know. Or no, the US version was Fifth Harmony, I believe. Let's see, we talked about Beyonce. We talked about the I Am Sasha Fierce era. Taylor Swift, we have not talked about her yet in this. And I mean, you could have guessed she was going to be on here already. You Belong With Me from the Fearless album. Yeah, I believe it was from Fearless. Or Speak Now. I can't remember. But anyway, I remember them playing the heck out of this song back in 2009. Same with Halo. They were playing that song a lot that year. So, oh, and obviously you could tell the journey that Taylor Swift has had since that her first album. Her first album came out in 2005. We're going to celebrate the 20th anniversary of that this year. But just success has gone all the way up. She's had she's had $1 billion making Eras tour. And of course, she's dating the Travis Kelce from the Kansas City Chiefs. No big whoop. Um, Taylor's just, she's just winning in life right now. Okay. 40 more songs to go. Number 40, Dilemma, Nelly featuring Kelly Rowland. Number 39, Call Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen. Number 38, Shallow, Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. Number 37, Senorita, Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Number 36, Save Your Tears. Okay. Nelly, we haven't talked about him much. He's also one of the self-proclaimed male R&B artists, hot male R&B artists of the early 2000s. But this one in particular was cute, and that's Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child, in case you were wondering. A lot of people still reference this song, especially on TikTok. Carly Rae Jepsen. In my eyes, she was a one-hit wonder. That's what she looks of recently. Haven't heard from her much. So I think she's taking the time to just kind of be low key, you know. Um, okay, "Shallow." This was the song from "A Star Is Born." This was a song that gave Lady Gaga her very first Oscar, and Bradley and Lady Gaga performed this song at the Grammys, and people were saying that the chemistry was hot on that stage. So, Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, we haven't talked about them. They were a thing at one point. Oh, Camila's from the Fifth Harmony band, by the way, as I mentioned earlier. And Shawn Mendes, he's been on the scene. I believe this will be his 10th year in the music business since Stitches came out. So Shawn and Camila had a thing a couple years ago, and then it ended disastrously. And then they were apart for so long, and then they got back together for like a split second, and then And then they decided, oh, they're really done now. Camila's already up and outy, and Sean has been looking for women, I guess. So at this point, the song's pretty much ruined. Save Your Tears. So this song gained some interesting feedback because the Save Your Tears video has The Weeknd in plastic, uh, like plastic surgery look and all that. This is from the, is this the After Hours? This is from the After Hours album from 2020, 2019, 2020. There's also a remix version with Ariana Grande, which also ended up on one of my charts in, I think it was 2022, 2021, 2022. I don't know. Okay, number 35, Boy with Love, BTS featuring Halsey. Number 34, Just Give Me a Reason, Pink featuring Nate Ruess. Number 33, Dynamite, BTS. Number 32, In the End, Linkin Park. And number 31, Not Afraid, Eminem. All right, BTS, a well-known K-pop boy band, nominated for several Grammys, nominated for several VMAs, I may add. The Boy with Love duet. The Boy with Love duet. I didn't like it at first, but then I heard Halsey singing it, and I was like, okay. Just Give Me a Reason, a beautiful love song between Pink and Nate Ruess from Fun. I will still to this day listen to this song. Dynamite, a catchy hit from 2020. Linkin Park, a well-known rock band. Sorry. Well-known rock band featuring lead singer Chester Bennington and Mike Shinoda. Sadly, we lost Chester back in 2016 or 2017 to suicide. So please check on your people, please. And okay. So Linkin Park made headlines this year as they hired their very first female soloist. People were very mixed about that decision. So we'll see how they do next year. And we've already talked a little bit about Eminem. Hold on, I need something. You could see that I'm rocking back and forth trying to stay awake. New Year's is so much fun. Okay, I'm good now. That woke me up. Sorry you had to hear that. Number 30, Just the Way You Are, Bruno Mars. Number 29, Havana, Camila Cabello, featuring Young Thug. Number 28, Without Me, Eminem. Number 27, Thunder, Imagine Dragons. Number 26, In the Club, 50 Cent. See, that woke me up all of a sudden? Okay, Bruno Mars, we talked a little bit about. Camila Cabello. This was her first debut single, came out in 2017. Debut solo as a solo artist. She had just broken up with Fifth Harmony back at the end of 2016. Young Thug's also been on the grind as well. So yeah, Havana is a pretty catchy hit from Camila. Eminem, we talked a lot about. Without Me, very catchy song. Guess who's back? Back again. Imagine Dragons, we've talked about as well. 50 Cent as well. This was 50 Cent's, in my eyes, this was his debut single. And I heard it a lot back when it first came out. I'm going to go back and watch this live stream, and I'm going to be like, oh my God, I look drunk in the video. A lot of people are going to say that because it's New Year's. So Don't worry, I haven't drank yet. Yes. Okay. Number 25. We're 3/4 of the way there. That's What I Like, Bruno Mars. Number 24. Somebody That I Used to Know, Gautier, featuring Kimbra. Number 23. Party Rock Anthem, LMFAO, featuring Lauren Bennett and Goonrock. Number 22. Sunflower, Post Malone and Sway Lee. And number 21. Rolling in the Deep, Adele. Okay. So this one, That's What I Like, came from the 24 Karat Magic album. I think that's what it's called. Gautier, haven't heard from him much, but Kimbra has been making music still, and I just heard a song from her this year. I forgot what it's called. Party Rock Anthem. I feel like this was an anthem for high school at the time. LMFAO is an awesome duo right there. They've produced so many hits. Shots, Sorry for Party Rockin'. Um, there's other songs. Oh, Sexy and I Know It. So I like that. I like them. Sunflower from the Spider-Man. Which one was it? Was it Into the Spider-Verse? Correct me if I'm wrong. It could be Into the Spider-Verse. It was one of the Spider-Man movies. I think it's from 2018. Post Malone and Sway Lee. Sway Lee's part of the what band was he? He was in a band. I freaking forgot what it was called. Okay, well I forgot. Anyway, Post Malone. We've seen his career ever since which one? Congratulations. Rockstar. I Fall Apart. Sorry, I Fall Apart's the one that introduced us to Post Malone. Really successful year. A really successful year for Post because he put out a new album. Had many features this year, including Morgan Wallen and Beyonce. And Post Malone was featured in Beyonce's halftime show on Christmas. And then we have Adele, Rolling in the Deep, a beautiful song from my high school days. This was before she had the throat surgery, the vocal surgery. Lost a ton of weight since then. All right, here we go. The top 20. We're getting excited. Number 20, All About That Bass, Meghan Trainor. Number 19, Believer, Imagine Dragons. Number 18, This Is What You Came For, Calvin Harris featuring Rihanna. Number 17, Love the Way You Lie, Eminem featuring Rihanna. Number 16, Work From Home, Fifth Harmony featuring Ty Dolla $ign. So Meghan Trainor, a nice little pop girl, celebrated her 10th anniversary of this song, this debut album. Also released an album this year featuring the song, what was it called? What was it called? It was with T-Pain. I don't know. I forgot what it was called, but the song was with T-Pain. I'm trying not to resort to my phone so much when I should have this prepared. Believer, really good song. I believe it has Dolph Lundgren, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, featured in the video, and freaking Dan, I think Dan Reynolds, I think that's his name. Every time he goes on tour, he's posting thirst traps and all that stuff. So, okay, This Is What You Came For. This was a nice little bop from Rihanna. Same with the next song, Love the Way You Lie. Such great chemistry between Eminem and Rihanna. They also went on to do another duet called The Monster a few years later. And then we have Fifth Harmony. We've already mentioned Camilla back in a few numbers ago. But Fifth Harmony, we have Camilla, we have Normani, Ali, Dinah, and Lauren. Yes. Lauren, Ali, Dinah, Normani, Camilla. That was Fifth Harmony right there. Formed on the X Factor. And I believe they won the X Factor, if I'm correct. I don't remember. Same with One Direction. I gotta double check to make sure they won. Ty Dolla Sign. This was a well-liked video on YouTube. It had so many views. So, and then the group disbanded in 2016. No sign of a reunion anytime soon. But Normani put out her debut album came out this year. I think it was called Dopamine. Yeah. All right, number 15, Stressed Out, 21 Pilots. Number 14, New Rules, Dua Lipa. Number 13, Closer, The Chainsmokers featuring Halsey. Number 12, Baby, Justin Bieber featuring Ludacris. And number 11, Shake It Off, Taylor Swift. Okay. I like 21 Pilots. They're a real good band. They've put out some great hits, including Heathens is my favorite song from them for the Suicide Squad soundtrack. Dua Lipa, we've talked about her. This was the song that put her on the map, and the rest is history. Chainsmokers, nice EDM artist, EDM artist. Their song that made them popular was #selfie. But first, let me take a selfie. Oh wait, let me do this real quick. Let me take a selfie. But this song got wildly popular. Ended up being one of the top 10 songs of I think 2016. I think it was 2016. And Baby, I'm sick and tired of hearing this song. Like, seriously. People still referencing this song. Anyway, and then we have Shake It Off, Taylor Swift from the landmark 1989 album. I remember when this song was played off the hook too. So, and like I mentioned, Taylor Swift has had an incredible journey in her career, going to be celebrating 20 years in the business this 2025. So, all right. I need to get my phone ready because it is now time. It is now time to reveal the top 10 songs of the century. So, without further ado, number 10, Girls Like You, Maroon 5 featuring Cardi B. Yay. This was I didn't expect this song to be like wildly popular. But it was a bop nonetheless. And Cardi talked her ish. So, really cute song. And the music video features a bunch of women in the video. So, okay. Number 9, Perfect, Ed Sheeran. Yeah, this was a really peaceful bop. A love song for the ages. And this song will go down in love song history. And he also did another version with Beyonce. If you want to check that out. Okay. Number 8, Dark Horse, Katy Perry featuring Juicy J. I like this song. This is one of Katy Perry's biggest hits ever, and rightfully so. First time I heard it was at the Grammy Awards, I think 2014. The performance was like so dark and so sinister. It's beautiful. All right, number 7, Sorry, Justin Bieber. So this song also was a surprising popular hit. But the dancing, so the music video was a bunch of people dancing to the song, and hey, it works. Okay. Number 6, Roar, Katy Perry. Another one of Katy Perry's biggest hits of all time, and rightfully so. I think she first performed this song at the VMAs 2013, and since then has made a name for itself. this will forever be one of Katy Perry's biggest hits. All right, number 5. Counting Stars from One Republic. All right. This a lot of surprising hits. And this one was like one of the first videos at the time to get like billions of views. One of One Republic's most viewed videos of all time. And it's a good song. It's a catchy song. Not gonna lie. Number 4, Sugar from Maroon 5. Um, I like this song. This song is really cute. I like the video that they did. They went to surprise people at their weddings and perform for them. It's real nice. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Very cool song. Number 4, or number 3, I'm sorry, Uptown Funk, Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. See, it's about to be nap time right now. Okay, I will go to sleep for a minute. Uptown Funk, rightfully so, deserves to be at the top of the charts. Yeah, Bruno Mars knows how to bring the funk. And Mark Ronson, a legend in the EDM music world. So, and presented, so Mark Ronson did a track with Miley Cyrus. And then this year in 2024, he gave Miley her Grammy for Record of the Year. Go figure. Okay. This was the runner-up for the song, the best song of the quarter century countdown. Number 2, Shape of You from Ed Sheeran. Cute little jingle. I'm in love with the shape of you. Really interesting. Well, Ed Sheeran's a boss. I love his music. He's really good. But yeah, this was rightfully deserving. And so it comes down to this. After all the voting and all the tallying, it is now time to name the winner of Best Song for the quarter century countdown. The best song of the first quarter of the new century. That honor goes to See You Again, Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth. And it was such a beautiful, heartbreaking song because the song was written in memory of Paul Walker, who we sadly lost in 2013. Let me talk about 2013 for a second because that was also when Ed Sheeran became mainstream. I didn't really talk about Ed Sheeran much, but I should have. Nominated for multiple Grammys, won a couple awards along the way, put out multiple albums. So Ed Sheeran's made a name for himself. And now let's get back to See You Again. So the song was written in memory of Paul Walker. Such a tragic loss that we had for that. It's still to this day like eerie. But it was beautiful. It was a beautiful send off. Wiz Khalifa has put out some good hits before this song. I believe he's the one that put out Black and Yellow, if I'm correct. And this song kind of put Charlie Puth on the map as well. This was the launch of his music career, and to this day is still making music. Both of them still are. So, congratulations, Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth. You have been named the best song of this first quarter of the century. Okay, so the countdown is over as we are still counting down. Real quick, I want to give you a preview of what 2025 is looking like in the music world. First off, we have confirmed release dates for some artists for the albums. The Weeknd, that is the one I'm looking forward to. Hurry Up Tomorrow comes out January 24th, just 24 days away. There is a song on that album I'm waiting to hear. I hope it comes out before the album drops. If not, I just have to wait for January 24th. Also, I'm hearing that there is a movie I I'm thinking this is a real movie because I haven't seen a trailer and it's coming out way after the album is released. Um, but the Weeknd has done a movie called Hurry Up Tomorrow, and it's going to feature Jenna Ortega and Barry Keoghan. Am I pronouncing that correctly? This is the guy from Saltburn and Sabrina Carpenter's now ex. Um, they both, by the way, Jenna and Barry were on the Taste music video for Sabrina Carpenter. But I guess they're doing a movie together, and it's supposed to be a horror movie, produced by The Weeknd. It's coming out in May, so I guess we'll wait for the trailer. It looks like it's going to be a legit movie because I thought it was going to be released around the time of the album. So if that was the case, it would have been a YouTube movie. But it looks like it's going to be a real movie. So, by the way, the Hurry Up Tomorrow album, this is going to be The Weeknd's last album under the name The Weeknd. After this, he will begin using his birth name, Abel, for future albums. Next, we have Lady Gaga's 7th album coming out in February. To this day, I do not know what the name of it is, but hey, midnight is still ways away. We could get an announcement. Bad Bunny has an album coming out in just a few days, January 5th, the day before Three Kings Day. It's called Debí tirar más fotos, which it translates to I should have taken more photos. Interesting. So another breakup album or something? All right, Lisa. We've talked a little bit about her on the Top 100 Countdown. From Blackpink, she is putting out her first solo album called Alter Ego. Comes out February 28th. Lana Del Rey is also putting out a new album, in case you're interested. The Right Person Will Stay comes out May 21st. Definitely the Grammys are going to be looking at that album for sure. Also confirmed for 2025, Lil Baby, Franz Ferdinand, Kane Brown, Tyga, Alessia Cara, The Warren Treaty, Roddy Ricch, and Tate McRae all have confirmed albums to be released in 2025. So, final thoughts. Thank you, everybody. Well, I'll give my final spiel in a minute before we wrap things up. But I do want to remind you all that once this new year has begun, we are going to hit the ground running. We have Grammy Awards coming up very soon. So just be on the lookout for that. On Friday, January 31st, I will make my final predictions as to who is going to win a Grammy this year. And don't forget the 2025 Grammys are going to be Sunday, February 2nd. So the countdown has begun. As one countdown ends, another one begins. I look forward to doing that. And once again, Happy New Year to you all. I'm going to do my final spiel right now. So let me switch back over here. Okay, well, let me get this going real quick. Whoops. Okay. Again, thank you so much. It's been an incredible year here on YouTube. Once again, sorry I wasn't on as much this year. I had a lot of things going on in my personal life, and for good, well, good and bad, but mainly good. I had a lot of good changes happen this year, and I haven't taken a minute to like stop and reflect on all the things that have happened this year. And it just makes me grateful, glory to God and all that. He is really looking out for me. He's giving me these perfect opportunities, and I thank him for every minute of this year. Like, this is a year I'm never going to forget. If you had asked me, and if you had told me in January what I was going to be going through, switching to overnight shifts, becoming a manager in my department, like, I wouldn't have believed you. I would not have believed you for a moment. I would have said you were lying. And now here I am at the end of the year, and it's so great to know what I'm walking into next year. And we're gonna get back to the videos. I'll finally have a set schedule. We'll have to double check. Well, I'm gonna see about the Big Brother show. I need to do some switching with that because I'm still gonna have a early bedtime when it comes to the the recaps and all that. So I'll figure that out eventually. But I will still make time for a recap show. Don't worry. Um, I've got lots of ideas on stuff to do next year. I hope you will join me for the long ride. Um, but yeah, it's been a great year, and thank you so much to those of you who have followed me throughout this year. We did it. We're about to embark on a new chapter, and I'm excited. I can't wait. I know I'm gonna have more to say, but for now, let's just end it at that. Um, all my contact info will be in the description, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you all in the new year, which is just hours away. So let's end it with that. And happy new year, guys. I'll see you guys on the other side. I'm gonna go take a nap now.